really dumb enough to think I'd tell you anything, you dumb, dirty hoe. I wouldn't tell you what color socks I got on. If you got there's a guy going viral. He's like an old rock star. Anyways, apparently he's like decently famous and had a really good comeback from addiction. So good on that dude. Hi. What's up, gang? I'm 4 days into horrible hair days. I don't know what's going on with my hair. Makes me really upset if you're listening to this and not watching it. I get my hair cut regularly and I try to get a haircut for the middle part. I want the middle part and it just doesn't fucking work. I don't fucking know why. But I guess I'm not meant to have a middle part. It'll work the day I shower. I shower and I can style the middle part just fine. But if I brush it, if I sleep on it, middle part's gone the next day. So if anyone has any tips for that, let a bitch know. What's up? Yeah, so it's March. We're into month 3 of the year, and I haven't done jack shit. I haven't done nothing. I have done literally nothing this year besides get punched in the face and be a dumbass on TikTok. So I figured it's probably time to buckle down, start uploading on here, and you know what? Here I am. I'm in my big dick is back in town shirt. Has a stain up in the corner. I don't really care. We're vibing today. This is kind of my stream setup, but a little reworked. I kind of changed a few things. Got that new corner shelf that I love. Got a plant yesterday. Thank you, Sarah. That was birthday present. Love that. Gang. Yeah. You know, things are good. Loving the set. So what I was singing at the beginning, you really dumb enough to think I'd tell you anything, you dumb, dirty hoe. That's from the Bad Baby, Alabama Barker feud, whatever, diss tracks back and forth. I just want to say, I just looked up Alabama Barker, who is Travis Barker's daughter. She looks older than her dad, which isn't bad. But she I don't know. She looks kind of old, and there's nothing wrong with looking old, but I just thought it was kind of funny. I think it's always weird when there's like dissing going on in the music world, and it's between like someone that's older or like looks a lot older against someone that's very young, like Bad Baby. We've known her since she was 14? Strange. But I guess she has a child now. Child. Also, they were feuding over a man. But yeah, I have not listened to the Alabama diss track. I don't know if she has one, but the Bad Baby one goes so hard when she keeps rhyming things with Alabama. She keeps, saying her Alabama over and over again. Oh my God, my hair is going to drive me nuts. Ah! Look. Like, see this hair wants to be over here. But it can't be. I'm like rocking the scene kid shit. Also, I turned 24. Just kidding. There's nothing wrong with aging, right? There's only something wrong if like you think in your soul that when you age, you are less. And I know that as I age, I'm not less. In fact, I am more annoying, more bitchy. Yup. Yeah, this 24, I've been a bitch. Okay, it's been a month almost of being 24, and I have been crabby, like definition crabby girl, and I don't like it. Like my thoughts, like seeing someone on a street like I'll see someone on the street and like they just piss me off, and I'll just be like, I would never wear those shoes. I'm pissed. Why am I thinking like that? How gross. But you know what's really helped recently? Started writing on Substack. Woohoo! I don't know, something happened with Substack to where people are against it or something. I'm not sure what it was. I don't really care. I think we're all kind of getting to that point where, guess what? Problematic shit. Okay. I don't know, man. I like the Beatles. They're pretty, I mean, they did some fucked up shit. But I've been writing on Substack. Been going great. It's like, I shouldn't think of it like therapy. But it definitely kind of feels like I just write out how I feel, and I write out what I'm thinking, and I write out my little opinions, which don't have a lot of those. I'm starting to realize I don't have a lot of my own opinions. I have some opinions that have been fabricated by others that I've adopted. But yeah, I think if you kind of have those feelings that I have, you should write too. You don't necessarily need to write and publish, but you should maybe write those things out, even if it's like typing them out on a computer or writing them out by hand. Could be helpful. But yeah, Substack's going really well. I'm enjoying it. Just little essays. It's a fun time. It's a good time. So last night I watched the Oscars. The 97th Oscar Awards were last night. 97. I can't believe we're hitting big milestones right now. The 50th anniversary of SNL, and then the 97th anniversary of the Oscars, which in 3 years will be the 100th anniversary of the Oscars, which is going to be insane. Don't know how they're going to, celebrate that, but I'm excited to see. My big ones did not win last night. I saw some losers that I was really happy to see lose, but Nosferatu lost. It was up for costume and hair and makeup, I believe. Lost out, which, what are you going to do? Horror regularly gets snubbed. What the fuck ever. And Alien Romulus was up for something too. I'm not sure what. Maybe SFX visuals or something, but it also lost. I was just happy to see it. I did not think Alien Romulus was up for anything at the Oscars, so I was pleasantly surprised when I saw that one. But Nosferatu, the winner of my heart, baby. Winner of my heart. The Emilia Perez, or I don't know, there's some movie with a lot of controversy. That one human from it made a lot of horrible tweets. It won some last night, which, darn. But the biggest winner of the night, Anora, had no idea about that movie. I don't know why there were so many movies last night. Sing Sing, A24 movie, and apparently it's incredible. Never fucking heard of it. I feel like a lot of studios are not promoting their shit very well right now. I don't know what it is. A24 has been churning out stuff really fast, which is so, I don't know, meh. I've heard good things and bad things about the movies they've produced this year, but Sing Sing was up for Oscars. I had not heard of that movie. I'm on the internet all the time. Way too much. So to not hear about that stuff, weird. To not hear about those movies, strange. Strange. But Anora won Best Picture, Best Actress, I think Best Directing, Cinematography, maybe. Yeah, the Oscars seemed very entertaining. I love Conan O'Brien. I love Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien, you're a special man. He's a special man, Conan. Everything about him. He's so funny. He's so entertaining. He's one of the best hosts. Halfway through the Oscars, he made a joke that was like, we're halfway done, so it's time for Kendrick Lamar to come out and call Drake a pedophile. Beautiful, mate. Beautiful. Love that. Beautiful. Shane Gillies hosted SNL. I heard some people were kind of upset about that. I only saw the one sketch, couple of beers. You just need to be prescribed a couple of beers. And then at the end, when they were talking about side effects in the sketch, and he was like, side effects include drowsiness, but if you're experiencing this, just ask your doctor about a prescription for a little bump. A little bump, guys. That's all you need. Once you have a couple beers, you need a little bump. Yeah, a lot of funny stuff going on this week. Love to see it. Comedy is one of those mediums that can be flying high or flying real low. And I think SNL's been very successful this season. They hired those Gen Z writers in the writer's room, and best decision they've made, man. Finally, Lorne Michaels is opening up to letting younger generations work on the show and help write for the show. And I love it. Love to see it. But the Oscars were last night. Conan O'Brien did great. Loved it, loved it, loved it. They did a big tribute to the, the directors or the producers of the Bond movies, James Bond, which, okay, I'm not a David Lynch fan, but I was pretty surprised that there was no ode to David Lynch, like, at all. Hardly. He was in the in memorial moment. But I thought that was strange. Also, Doja Cat, incredible live vocals. Oh, wow. What a surprise. I really love that. Really, really loved that. Wicked lost out on quite a few awards. That was a little surprising, but also I'm not mad. Like, I like Wicked, but I didn't love it. And I know those other movies probably deserved it quite a bit more. But yeah, Oscars, movies, I really, really, really need to be better about consuming long form media. Movies, TV shows. TV shows are so important right now. Severance. I started Severance. Creepy. That first episode had me scared at lots of moments. I was like, man, this is freaky as hell. Freaky as hell. I'm all caught up on this Adult Swim show. I love Adult Swim. I love Adult Swim so much. It's called Common Side Effects. Everyone should watch it. It's on Max. I love it. It's about this guy named Marshall and this girl named Frances. And Marshall traveled the world to find this very rare blue angel mushroom, and it heals everything and can like save someone from dying if they're about to die. And the whole premise of the show is that he finds these mushrooms, and then Big Pharma and the feds and other mushroom freaks are after him. And it's really interesting because it shows like the Big Pharma execs want him dead, like want him killed. And then Frances, this girl he went to school with, is also a main character in the show. And her mom is really sick in like a nursing home. Like, I don't know if it's Alzheimer's, she doesn't remember, kind of just brain not there. And she wants to first off save her mom with the mushroom, which she does, but then she also works as a personal assistant for a Big Pharma executive. And so I'm not really sure where the show's going, but she wanted like to take one of the mushrooms back to her boss so she could be like, look at this new medicine I found, please give me more money so I can save my mom. But now her mom's kind of saved from the mushroom, so I'm not really sure where the show's going to go with Frances. But I guess I just spoiled a lot. But yeah, that's the premise. It's very, very interesting. It's a very good watch. I love Adult Swim. Adult Swim is putting a lot of resources into original shows, original IPs, and I love to see that. I love not seeing fuck-ass reboots. Although I think, so Common Side Effects has been created by Mike Judge, who made King of the Hill. I believe there is a King of the Hill reboot happening, which... Okay. All right. I need to catch up on Family Guy. Everyone keeps talking about Family Guy a lot. I guess Family Guy is really funny now. Kind of had like a SNL little renaissance moment. So I need to catch up on that. I love cartoons. I love being a fucking kid. I love being a little child when it comes to my long form media. Although, you know what kids movie I didn't fucking like? Wild Robot. Lost big at the Oscars last night. Thank fuck. Did not like it. I think, and everyone loved it. I saw people comparing that movie to Studio Ghibli movies. Like the animation? No. Nope. The animation was mid. I would compare Puss in Boots: The Last Wish to Studio Ghibli before I would compare The Wild Robot. It was mid as hell. There were parts during the movie where like the characters would speak, and immediately I thought like AI script. Like that's how lackluster the script was. Or maybe it was the voice acting, because I think Pedro Pascal, Lord forgive me, I think Pedro Pascal voiced the fox sometimes when he was speaking. When the fox was speaking, I was like, this is cringe and sounds like AI writing. Like, this does not sound like a real person wrote this. Also, really weird. The robot, the wild robot in the movie, they gender her, first off. Hunk of metal. They gender her, which maybe the woke mind virus has a hold of my fucking soul, okay? Maybe my 5G COVID insert is eating away at my fucking wrinkles in my brain, but she only has a purpose when she's a mom to a fucking duck or a goose, whatever. And then there's a point in the movie where the goose leaves and she literally doesn't have a purpose anymore. Like, she put all her effort into being a mom. And then once that was over, she had no purpose. And the resolution of the movie, if I remember correctly, is not like, oh, you're worth more than that. It's just like the duck comes back to the island or something. I don't know. Or she like works on a farm and he visits her. I don't even remember. I was so pissed off at the movie halfway through. It was mid. Loved seeing it lose. And I just see people praising it. I did not like it at all. And you know what? Different strokes for different folks. That's okay. I need to watch the Flow movie. There's some movie about a cat and the animation looks very beautiful. It's called Flow. I believe it won animation last night. I'm not sure. I tuned in the Oscars like halfway through. So that's why I'm missing some pieces. But not a fan of the Wild Robot. Speaking of animation, again, more animation, Shrek 5. Shrek 5. Everyone is up in arms about Shrek 5. A little teaser trailer came out for Shrek 5 and the animation looks different and we see Shrek's daughter all grown up and people have lots of opinions. I get it. Okay, change is scary. Change is so scary. Some people really can't handle some fucking change. But it's better. It looks better. IMO. The animation looks better now in that teaser trailer than it did, 2 decades ago when the last Shrek came out? Like, hello, you want the same gritty, low budget animation from 2000? I think the first Shrek movie came out before I was born. I'm not sure. I think so. I had it on VHS. I remember that. But I think it's totally fine that they put more effort and money and better animation skills into the animation for Shrek 5. That's exactly what they did with Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. And they were already working on Shrek 5 when The Last Wish came out. So I'm going to assume they saw how much everybody fucking loved the animation in The Last Wish. And they're like, let's implement some of that into Shrek 5. Because everyone fucking loves it. Go look at the original Puss in Boots fucking movie. Yeah. Puss in Boots has like an original movie or TV show. The animation looks like shit. Literally garbo. Like puke my guts out. Horrible. No offense to those animators from back then. I'm sure they did all that they could with what they had. But I think Shrek 5 looks cool. I'm happy some of the characters look different. Donkey has a little, what would you call it? That like a stepdad. You know, he has a little goatee thing. God forbid they try something different. Also, I saw a really funny meme on Twitter, and it was like someone was pretending to be someone shitting on Shrek's daughter's design, because like Shrek's daughter's all grown up. And the response to the hater was like, Brad, you're 39 years old. Why do you care? And like, yeah. And I also saw people criticizing. They're like, don't the producers know that the viewership for Shrek 5 is going to be the people who saw the original Shrek in like the year 2000? Bitch. First Shrek came out before I was born or right as I was born, and I'm still a giant Shrek fan. Just because I wasn't 10 to 13 years old when the first Shrek came out doesn't make me any less of a Shrek fan. And same goes for little kids right now. All those millennials that grew up on Shrek showed Shrek to their kids. Their kids are going to want to go see Shrek. And they're not going to give two shits that Shrek looks a little different. Okay? That Shrek got a fat ass BBL. Little lip inject. Little nose job. God forbid, okay? The Kardashian reach is huge. Okay? Anyways, I'm excited for Shrek 5. I want to see Dragon real bad. Didn't see Dragon in the teaser. Want to see Dragon. I want to see... Who else do I mean, I want to see Puss. The end of Puss in Boots' Last Wish, they're like going back to Far, Far Away. Him and Kitty soft paws. So, very excited for that. I swear I watch adult movies. I do. So I started Severance. Common Side Effects, really, really good. What other shows do I need to rewatch. Not rewatch. I need to start from the very fucking beginning of Game of Thrones. I've seen seasons. Don't laugh at me. Don't be mad at me. I've seen seasons like 4, 5, 6, 7 of Game of Thrones. Okay, and that's all right. That's okay, because I'm going to go back and rewatch. Because fantasy is on the rise. Like, fantasy is on the up and up again. I love it. Maybe it's just because what I'm getting into now. More fantasy, more fun, more make-believe, more pretend, imagination, creativity. But it's on the rise again, which means I should go watch Game of Thrones. And everyone tells me the same goddamn thing, that I shouldn't try because the last 2 seasons suck so much. But it's still like one of the most popular shows on planet Earth. I remember seeing those videos when House of the Dragon came out. I think it was House of the Dragon. The videos of someone from their apartment window at all these apartment windows. And you could see the lights from the TVs in the living rooms. And they were all the same. It was the intro to House of the Dragon. Like, just like 20 different apartments watching the same thing at the same time. That's crazy influence. That's crazy popularity. And I was just really late to the train station on that. Really late to the train station. Speaking of influence, I hate, strong word. I dislike influencer houses. I think the influencer world as a whole is really shifting right now. I hate the word influencer. I have avoided that word. I don't think I influence shit. I don't want to. I don't want to dictate your opinions or how you feel about anything or think about anything, except maybe the wild robot. Fuck the wild robot. But I just feel like the influencer world is really shifting. However, influencer houses were really big on YouTube in 2018? Maybe like Jake Paul, David Dobrik had a house, whatever. I wasn't on that side of YouTube, but TikTok, there are TikTok houses, the Bop House. And then I just saw some Glow House thing. I don't know if it was satire or not, but I just think it's a little too late for that. And I would be really maybe not bummed out. If I saw some of my faves all live in a house together, that would be cool. But if they called it a specific influencer house, weird. That's gonna be weird, mate. Don't like that. No, thank you. Yeah. The shift in the influencer world has been on my mind for the past year, because what do I want to do? I don't want to influence people. I do want to talk to people and connect to people. That's the point of this. It's why don't we talk and connect? And I'll tell you how I'm feeling and thinking about things. Maybe you can relate, or maybe not. Maybe you think I'm silly and goofy and you're just listening to this for a good laugh. You want to laugh at the silly, goofy, haha girl. And you know what? That's chill too. But things are really shifting on the internet. People don't, it's no one gives a fuck about the Kardashians anymore. I mean, no, person with critical thinking skills cares about the Kardashians anymore. Love that. Because we are to a point as a society where to idolize an extremely wealthy, rich bajillionaire is fucking weird. And not with your time or your energy or your money. I passed by at my Ulta the Kylie section, the Kylie Jenner makeup section, and it is fully stocked every time I walk past it. No one has touched a single lip kit. Love that. Love that. I think we're just to a point where it's very strange to idolize anyone who is who just if could not care if like you live or die. You know what I mean? So yeah, influencer world shift. I also think the like these bop houses, these influencer houses that are built on very like shallow, lackluster content are built for failure. It's built to not have any longevity to it. It's, you know, the people that are a part of that group or just making that the very quick collab content. It's just, I don't know. It's just not my flavor. I just don't vibe with it. I just don't really think it's my thing. And you know what? That's why I'm sitting in my room all alone talking to a fucking camera. Look at this microphone. Very nice. I wanted to go for the handheld vibe because now I have something to have in my hands while I talk. AI. Let's jump from one like pretty big topic to another. Last night, there was some TikTok update. Something happened to that app recently. And I was getting AI ads. Ads to see my AI baby. And I got it several times in a row. And you can like attempt to not see an ad anymore on TikTok. You can like say not interested and then give a reason. And I always give like the repetitive reason. But last night I started giving the like not this is a harmful ad reason, you know? And it was just really strange. And going back to the Oscars, The Brutalist used AI. I made sure to look up how they did before I talked about it. But The Brutalist, which used AI, Brady Corbet's 10-time Oscar nominee, became the subject of debate after its editor revealed generative AI was used in the making of the film. So from my understanding, AI audio technology Respeecher was used in Hungarian language dialogue editing only. So I saw someone say that they used AI because Brody, what's his name? Adrian Brody. Yeah, apparently I saw someone say he like couldn't do a Hungarian accent or like speak the language good at all. So they had to use AI to touch it up. And then I saw a fantastic addition to that post, which was, and yet Timothée Chalamet still lost Best Actor, even though he took 5 years to become Bob Dylan for the Complete Unknown movie. That sucks. Yeah, Timothy, you should have just used AI. Timothy, what the hell? Why did you learn the guitar and how to sing and literally be Bob Dylan? You could have just AI'd that shit, bro. Adrian Brody did it. You should have fucking done it. Anyways, fuck AI. AI ads, AI at the fucking Oscars. Are you kidding me? The peak of that art form, the peak of the cinematic art form is the Oscars. And a movie that utilized AI is in the running for anything? Ooh, you're cooked. I cook a mean over medium egg. Over medium eggs on rice. Delish. Boxer diet, guys. Boxer diet. Anyways, AI. Sit on it and spin AI. I can't believe how fucked we are. There is no legislation. There were talks of, anti-AI legislation when it was starting to affect Miss T Swift. Haven't heard jack about that since then, which was last summer, when people were making AI images of her. But nothing has really changed since then, besides the fact that the government really wants to utilize AI to take jobs away, which is just unbelievably crazy. But I don't want to talk about that because, politics, everything sucks right now. Everything blows ass at the moment. And why talk about that when we can talk about... Okay, going with the new TikTok update, which I wanted to touch base on. There's a TikTok update. At least I noticed it last night. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it before, but last night I was doom scrolling, 11 p.m. at night. And I realized that I couldn't see the clock in the top left of my screen anymore. And that doesn't happen on any other app. I can scroll Twitter. I can scroll Instagram. I can still see the clock in the top left. But on TikTok, after you scroll for a bit, check tonight. After you scroll for a bit, late at night, the clock will disappear in the top left corner. TikTok! That's slimy as fuck. That's so slimy. Hey, stay on our app forever. We're not even going to tell you what time it is at midnight. Freaky. And then also I got really upset because last night I couldn't, you know how on TikTok you can slide on a video to go to someone's profile? That wasn't working last night. That was annoying. That made me almost chuck my phone out of frustration and anger and no sleep. But yeah, kind of weird. Weird. I'll have to see if it does it again tonight. Because I can see my clock now. If I open the TikTok app, I see my clock. But I think it's after you have to scroll for several minutes and then it'll disappear. And that's how they know they gotcha. You're addicted. You're stuck here. You can't fucking leave. You're stuck in TikTok forever. We own you. Oh my God, my brain is so rotted. My brain is rotted meat in my noggin. Yeah, look at me trying long form content. That's fire. This is fun. AI on TikTok, rip. Yeah, all right, so we talked about a very big negative of TikTok, but I also want to talk about a very big positive that I've been enjoying a lot lately, which is nostalgia TikToks. You know what I'm talking about? You know where it's an edit of like several clips and it'll be like older brother core. My entire soul is stuck in 2013. My entire everything is stuck from 2010 to 2013. I am down in my mother's basement on the family computer playing that Facebook dragon game, and I have Super Bass by Nicki Minaj blasting. And no one could tell me shit, okay? That's exactly where I am. And when I die, that'll be my purgatory. That'll be my purgatory when I die. It'll be family computer, Facebook games, Nicki Minaj, or I'll be playing Call of Duty Black Ops on my brother's gaming system. And life will be good. Life will be amazing. Well, I guess not life. Death. Death will be amazing. If that's my purgatory, I'm ready. I'm ready to go right now. Give me a sign that that's exactly where I'll go. And it's over. It's over. I have no sponsors for whatever the fuck this is. But I do work with Gamer Sups. That's what I'm drinking right now. And you should use my code if you want to try it or you need to restock Gamer Sups. Caffeine is number one in my heart at all times. Okay? I'm very addicted to caffeine. If you are too, and you're kind of over Red Bull, you're over coffee, there are so many Gamer Subs flavors. I love them all. The shakers, amazing. Do you like boobs? Yeah, me too. Me too. You'll like Gamer Subs. They also have tea. They also have caffeine-free flavors. They have granola bars. They have the noodles, Gamer Soups. It's like ramen noodles. Amazing. Use code J-A-E. At checkout, get you 10% off your order. I'll throw that link below. But yeah, it's a great way to support me and this kind of content. So, hell yeah, brother. But nostalgia TikToks. Love them. I love a good nostalgia TikTok. I just saw one last night, and the music over it was My Own Worst Enemy by Lit. Best song on Wii Rock Band. 10 out of 10. Loved singing that. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that. Also, it's like the 20-year anniversary of All American Rejects. What fucking song is it? Is it Move Along? I think it's Move Along. And a lot of people on the interwebs are saying that they need the white boys to go back into their garages and talk about hating the man. Yeah. Yeah. White boys, get back in the fucking garage. Okay? I'm not getting back in the kitchen, but you get back in that fucking garage and you make a early 2000s style banger for me now. Now. Can we forget about the things I said when I was drunk? I didn't mean to call you that. What's the other one? Hello there, the angel from my nightmare. The shadows in the background of the morgue. The unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want. I was not a Nightmare Before Christmas girl. Well, I kind of was. Like, I liked it. I liked the movie, but I was cringe level. Which all the time, I'm always cringe level. But Alice in Wonderland. Tim Burton's 2012 Alice in Wonderland, where Johnny Depp's the Mad Hatter. Masterpiece. Okay? I obsessed over that movie. I obsessed over that movie so much that when I was in middle school, a motherly figure of mine at the time threw a birthday party for me. And it was a secret birthday party. I didn't know about it. It was a surprise party. And she invited all of my friends, which in middle school, I tried very hard to be friends with people that did not have the same interests as me. Like the athletes, I really wanted to be popular and liked and all that jazz. And she invited those people, like the athletes, to my birthday party. But at surprise birthday party, it was Alice in Wonderland themed. She gave each one of them a character from the movie they had to dress up as. Let's just say when the party hit like 2 hours, everyone skedaddled immediately. As soon as it was socially acceptable to leave they fucking did. Okay. I dressed up as Alice. Now, I did have some really, really nice friends there that ended up like coming over to my house to stay the night. But the majority of the group left and hung out on their own without me afterwards. But I was a really, really big Alice in Wonderland fan. Still am. Just like a year later, I found the Alice Madness Returns game on Xbox. Another fucking banger. Masterpiece. Thrusted me into the steampunk aesthetic at that age. Because she has like a little steampunk dress in the game and whatnot. So good. So I love the Alice in Wonderland. Anything. But yes, that was pretty cringe. I guess that would have technically been my first cosplay, was Alice. And looking back at those pictures, I was a chunky little fucker back then. I don't know what it was. I was a chunky little girl at that time. And even now, I kind of look back and I hate the photos from that party. But I look really happy, which is cute. Which is really cute. Speaking of cosplay, I do have a new cosplay I'm doing this week. I am entering my era of moms. Which sounds kind of weird. Because like 24 is not mom age. Okay. But we were just talking about cartoons. I want to cosplay the cartoon moms. And I don't just mean like just the Adult Swim moms like Francine Smith. Ugh, what about it? Or Lois Griffin. But like the Cartoon Network moms too. And I do have a Cartoon Network mom that I'm working on right now. I'm very excited to debut. Something about moms, man. Something about moms. And I just know it's going to align with my audience really well. Because you know what? You attract what you are. Okay? And I'm a mom-loving girl. I'm a motherly enjoying woman. Okay? You hear me, moms? I think just to round things out here towards the end of this talking session, I don't know what this is going to be called yet either. I don't necessarily have a name for this podcast. You know, big quotation marks around the word podcast. But I kind of just want to touch base again on where I'm at as a human on the internet. And I am intentionally avoiding the word influencer and the word creator. Because I think there's weird philosophies on the internet, especially when it comes to things like TikTok. TikTok is very short form content and nothing on TikTok is original. Nothing. Not videos. The most original things I've ever done on TikTok have been my skits, like my Toxic Discord Girl stuff. Those were original. But everything on TikTok is derived from someone else doing it, you know, and you tweak something, you make it a little different, but not really. So I wouldn't even, the word creators, I don't use that at the moment either, because I just don't feel like I'm creating any. What am I creating? What am I doing? I'm just yapping. I just talk. I just put my makeup on and put a cute outfit on every other day and then post it. You know what I mean? It's really difficult, especially having gone from high school, very small rural high school, straight into COVID. I was going to go to art school. I was going to get my BFA in visual arts. I was going to minor in therapy, or I was going to minor in psychology, be an art therapist. Wanted to work with old people. Wanted to work with people who are in psych wards, you know, which takes a lot of creativity because you can't just take in scissors, you know, to a nursing home. You can't expect an old person to be able to use scissors. You know, you got to really think about art projects that they can do and they can manage. That didn't happen because of COVID. I got into university, did all my orientation stuff. Every single class of mine was put online, every studio class. And so I stuck it out at a community college. And that's what I did. And then I served tables. But through COVID, you know, everything kind of stopped. Everything halted. And I started making TikToks, but they weren't creative. You know, they weren't, you know what I mean? I feel like I am finally to an age and things have slowed down enough in my life where I can think about what I want to make with my hands, you know, and I am really right now in my life judging my worth by how much I've made and created, which probably not the smartest thing to do, but kind of going back to those content houses, those content creator houses, like I think it's good that they do those and it's fun in the moment, but I want to be doing things right now that contribute to doing this long term. Another thing that really put this into perspective was the TikTok ban. Holy shit, mate. Holy shit. If TikTok got fucked, I'm fucked. I'm fucked if TikTok gets banned. You know, or, you know, if something happened to that fucking app, I put so much of my worth on that little clock app, little 15-second video app. Yikes. Shouldn't have done that. Should not have done that. But also giving myself a little bit of grace. I was robbed of meeting people and making friends and going outside for 2 years because of fuck-ass COVID. And so were a shit ton of other people around me. So now it's, for at least for the last 2.5, 3 years, it's been like, well, I want to go outside and like live life and enjoy meeting people and enjoy spending time, not on the fuck-ass internet, worried about making fuck-ass videos. You know, and also you can only talk about and do so much when you've been inside all the time, which is for a whole other episode talking about, you know, being inside too much or taking those steps to go out and meet new people and actually have conversations with people. It's a hard thing to do. It is a hard thing to do when your government and every product around you has been built upon you staying inside and consuming 24/7. Clip it, ship it. That was a quote and a half. But for at least the last year, 2 years, I've been outside and it's been nice. And now I want to sit down inside and fucking talk about it while also still being able to balance that social life, that life outside of my computer, which, don't get me wrong, love my computer, love my friends on my computer. I have friends all over the country, all over the world that I've met online. And I love them to death. I love my Discord server. But there's still a part of me that has such a longing to meet people, be outside, be creative outside of the internet realm, and then be able to transfer that creativity to the internet. And maybe this will help. Maybe talking to my camera and forcing you to listen will help me with that. Maybe it won't. Maybe it won't. Maybe this is completely irrelevant because you're at your job right now, or you're studying, or you're at school, and that's what you're focused on. And I get it. I get not wanting to hear me bitch about my extremely privileged life, this extremely lucky life that I live currently at this moment. But also, that is a mindset that has eaten away at me for the past however many years of, oh my gosh, I have it so good, I can't bitch about anything. Fuck that. I have shit to bitch about. I have shit to complain about. And you're gonna fucking listen. You're gonna fucking listen to it. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to the first episode of whatever this is. Oh, I got my nails done. Look, I'm gonna get my nails done now. Yeah. I don't go to the spa or anything anymore, but I got my nails done. They're gel. They're my natural nails. Gel on my natural. Love them. I go back. I did one of those like where I schedule my next appointment 2 weeks from now. So I go back in 2 weeks to get a new set. I don't mind the green. This was definitely just a trial run. I don't love it, but I don't mind it. But next time I think I'm going to get French tips with blueberries on them. Like real spring little set. But I'll see you before then. Probably next week. Don't forget to check out my Substack. Really, really putting some effort into my Substack. All my other socials. Yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Punch a transphobe and pet a dog. And also tell yourself that you're beautiful. Because like that's nice to hear even if it comes from yourself. All right, that's all for me. Bye.